Another incident of a completely avoidable death due to civic negligence. This is one person who has died in Mumbai today after a slab of the girder bridge of an under construction Mumbai Metro rail line collapsed on top of an auto rickshaw and a car in Mulund. The line 4 line, which runs from Vadala to Thane, passes over LBS Road in a large portion, which goes through basically Vikhroli, Bhandup, Mulund. It's a very crowded street, and a portion of that bridge fell on top of an auto rickshaw and a Skoda car, killing one person and injuring 3 others. The deceased is one Ramdan Yadav, and the injured people Rajkumar Yadav, Mahindra Yadav and Deepa Ruhia. Rajkumar Yadav is apparently critical and in ICU. The other 2 are currently stable. The Mumbai Metropolitan Regional Development Authority, or the MMRDA, has put out a statement which basically says, we regret the tragic incident and extend our sincere condolences to the family of the deceased. Financial assistance will be offered as per MMRDA compensation to the kin of the deceased. Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has put out a statement saying that the state government will provide financial assistance of 5 lakh rupees to the family of who have lost a loved one, and the cost of treatment for the injured will be borne. There have been members of the opposition, Aditya Thackeray of the Uddhav Shiv Sena and Varsha Gaikwad of the Congress, who have accused the government of having poor value for life of Mumbaikars. But really, let's be honest. Didn't we already know that there is very poor value for life of the average Mumbaikar? Don't we know this? Didn't we know this when the billboard fell in May last year and killed 14 people and injured 70 people? What happened in that case? I mean, look at the numbers, right? I just want you to just take a look at the numbers. The Mumbai local, the famed Mumbai local, there was a story that actually said that in 2025, the number of people who died by the Mumbai local has come down. Do you know what those numbers are? In 2025, 2,287 people died on the Mumbai local, compared to 400 the previous year. So we run a local train in Mumbai in which more than 2,000 people die every year. I mean, anywhere else in the world, this would be an epidemic. 2,000 people dead every year on the Mumbai local. And I remember this statistic being just as bad from the time I started my career 22 years ago. It has been like this year after year after year, and nobody has done anything. Governments have come and gone, and there's been absolutely no change. The way our people, the way Mumbaikars are forced to travel on a daily basis, crushed in those trains, is inhuman. And right now, every single street in the city is completely dug up without a single care about the safety of the residents of the city. Is there an injured person, a person in a wheelchair, a person with disabilities, a senior citizen who will have to step out of their home and jump over a canyon that has been dug by the BMC to reach the other side of the road? Is there an ambulance that will need to access a building? Is there a fire tender that will need to access a building? Tough luck, too bad, the street is dug up. Without a single care about safety, without adequate barricading, without any thought or planning, the city is in a permanent stage of decay and construction at the same time. But I just want to point out that this is not a Mumbai thing. Unfortunately, this is what the whole country is like right now. I mean, we're talking about young people on motorcycles falling into ditches and dying in Delhi. Young people in cars driving into pools of water, unofficial pools of water, and dying in Delhi. Just look at this statistic, right? And this has been submitted, official government data presented to Parliament. Between 2020 and 2024, 9,438 people died in pothole-related road accidents across India. 9,000 people died because of potholes. I mean, the sheer scale of avoidable deaths that take place in our country is shocking to me. And what is even more shocking is how little everybody seems to care about it. That you could leave your house today to go to work as an honest citizen who pays your taxes and does everything on time, and you follow the traffic rules and you don't do anything bad to anybody, apparently a piece of flyover could fall on your head for no fault of yours. Whose fault is it? And how many times do we have to go over this? The fact that construction happens in our country regularly over live traffic, because we are constantly in a state of construction and because you can't close roads, that there is such weak on-site supervision that nobody is really held responsible, that there is deadline and cost pressure on everything. There's no personal accountability, because every time someone dies, there's a committee that is formed, an investigation that is promised. And by the time we see the results of these investigations, months have passed, and this is purely done as a strategy to avoid public anger, because people have to move on with their lives. They have to go to work the next day. I mean, tomorrow they'll say, oh, spirit of Mumbai. I don't normally swear, but what spirit of Mumbai? People in this city, and by extension people in the country, have to keep going to work, otherwise they don't eat. There's no spirit there, it's just desperation. People will get on the trains because they don't have a choice, not because they're brave daredevils. Apparently now walking down the street makes you a brave daredevil. I mean, is there any street in Mumbai where there is no flyover construction or metro construction that's happening overhead? Can we avoid these construction sites? Because they are everywhere. Can we choose not to go to work because we won't get paid? How can we ensure our own safety so we can come back to our families at the end of the day? Because tomorrow one of us will step out of the house and something will fall on your head and the government will give your family 5 lakh rupees and expect the problem to go away. Apparently that's the price of a life. I mean, at what point is enough? How many people need to die? How many people have to fall into ditches? How many pieces of flyovers have to fall on our heads? How many billboards have to crash? How much sewage has to mix in drinking water? How much poison should be mixed in our air? How sick should our children become? At what point can we say enough is enough? Is this it, or does it have to get worse?